It has been a huge 25 years since Patek Philippe last released a new model. For reference, I would have been 5 years old, Pluto was still a planet, and Serena Williams had just won her first Grand Slam. As one of the most prestigious brands in the world, we had very high expectations for their latest release. We definitely didn't expect a G-Shock. My name is Jason, I'll be your watch guy today. Let's get into it. Right, let's get the facts out of the way first. This is Patek's first release since the 24 in 1999. It is called the Cubitus and is lined up as the successor to the Nautilus, which is probably the world's most coveted watch and something that I look to as the pinnacle of sports pieces. The new line will debut at $41,000 for the steel variant. That's an $8,000 step up on the last release of the Nautilus. And for reference, the 5711A used to sit in the mid-20s. We expected an inflation on the prices due to the popularity and demand. I don't think we quite expected almost double. It's going to be available in 3 different variants: the steel, the bitone, and the grand date. Now that I've been factual, let's get some opinions in there. This is hands down the ugliest, most hideous thing I have ever seen Patek put their name to. A brand that I personally look to for refined, sophisticated, and elegant timepieces. Obviously, the movement, the complications, and the finishing is incredible. And that is down to Patek being an absolute juggernaut in the horology world. The movement, impeccable. The grand date in terms of functionality, insane. But to me, it's like they've took the Nautilus and gone, guys, how do we make this appeal to Gen Z? And that is the last thing that I bloody want from them. My biggest issue with the giants of the watch world is the lack of inspiration and design brilliance that they had in their glory days. They had some of the most brilliant design minds before the turn of the century. What the hell has happened? If this is what my generation is bringing to the greatest brands on the market, I don't want it. These are supposed to be pieces that stand the test of time. After all, according to Patek, we're not buying a watch. We are protecting a timepiece for the next generation. If I gave my son this watch, he would use it as a bloody drinks coaster. The movement is glorious to look at, but they haven't even shaped it to the casing. It's almost like the people in that department looked at the design on the outside and went, no, you can f off. Now, a poor release is one thing. We all have bad days, but it seems like Patek are having a good few in succession. The real issue I have with this release is the media backing of it. For instance, Hodinkee, who are questionable on their best days, wrote an entire article about what the designer had told them about the piece and how this is the evolution of the Nautilus, before they even dared to mention the hideous dial design. Well, they actually said that it could be tweaked. Monochrome Watches decided to write about how this is an undeniable relation to the Nautilus and how the evolution once again is clear. It's lazy, that's what it is. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, call it a bloody duck. In order to get an unbiased opinion of the design itself, I decided to ask my girlfriend what she thought. She said, it looks like a fossil watch from H. Samuel. Thank God the independents in the YouTube space have seen through the ridiculous coverage of this piece. Seriously though, guys, Patek has got me agreeing with the time teller. It's that bad. I can't tell you in words how hideous I find the pinnacle of this collection. The grand date dial is incredibly unbalanced in the most awkward of senses. It looks like they've just thrown complications at the dial and hoped that they fit. And then they remembered that they needed hour markings from 4 to 7 and just crammed them on in there. They haven't even given us a bracelet on this $80,000+ watch. The rounded handset looks incredibly out of place with all of the angles that they've got going on. If I was handed this piece, I think the only acceptable way to wear it is upside down, because the movements and the case back are genuinely the only good looking parts about it. On a side note, Has anyone spoken to the uni design and told them that they need to call out this homage? Thanks for watching today, guys. This was more of a rant than anything else. Something that I needed to get off my chest instead of trying to explain to my girlfriend once again why I'm so upset about this release. I'd love to know your opinions on this because we all love Patek Philippe. It's a pillar of excellence in the market, but surely this is a step too far. In fact, let me know if you like it, and I can point you to the nearest eye clinic. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.